Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about, this is how it used to be. Uber Eats customer says they removed the tip option when placing an order. So based on the headline, I am assuming this is a customer in New York City where they have removed the tip option due to the overall base pay hike of making the wages $29.93 an hour. Even though a lot of drivers are making it absolutely clear we're independent contractors and we don't operate on an hourly wage. That said, however, a lot of customers are happy about this. Drivers are not too happy. And that was my assumption on the initial headline that it came out a couple of weeks ago. We don't know how it turned out since then. So with that said, I want to go over everything that is being said in this article, how it actually is for Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers and customers, specifically in New York City, and potentially everywhere else if it widespreads, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Uber Eats users, listen up. TikToker Alberta at Alberta.nyc has stirred up quite a conversation after sharing her discovery of the food delivery platform's new tipping option, or lack thereof. I'm going to leave her TikTok as well as her profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject. Again, it's already kind of proves the point of it, is that this is an NYC customer where everything kind of went downhill in terms of the overall platform, but who knows? This really sent me into a tailspin. She wrote in the caption of the video, which has raked in over 185,000 views as of Tuesday morning. The things you do for content, huh? As Alberta shares, Uber Eats and DoorDash have quietly tweaked their tipping policy in New York. Now you can only tip after your food has been delivered, and a lot of folks who responded to our video who preferred this new gratuity structure over the app's previous pay models. Okay, let's be as clear as possible. Number one, there was nothing quiet about it. It was headline news for a good time. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm still getting Google alerts about it. Second, you want to know why those people prefer this new gratuity structure? Because they're in the loud minority that wouldn't have tipped after anyway. Now there's going to be basically no tipping on the platform, period. Alberta divulged how she came to learn about this development in her clip, stating that a chill evening took a turn when she ordered pizza and stumbled upon the missing tip option. So it sounds like you're not even watching the news if you're stumbling on it, but okay.
I ordered some pizza last night and the tip option didn't show up. So I went to go add it manually because, I'm already being a lazy piece of shit. I can't also be a bad person. But it was giving me an error message.
Yeah, I feel like people who weren't paying attention to what was going on around them through like news cycles, or that's just not the type of news cycle they watch, they're gonna be the most surprised on the subject. Alberta's scramble for cash to tip her delivery person in person added a layer of frustration to her experience. She even admits that she went on a Google frenzy only to discover that tipping is now post-delivery affair. Users in New York must tip after the confirmation of delivery. Oh, so she was actually frustrated because she actually wanted to tip her driver and the app wasn't letting her? Wow, what a shock.
Really? That is very surprising.
In the comment section, viewers shared their opinions on the change. One user was all for this change. I love this. Tipping before getting a service is absurd. That basically means he doesn't tip at all and he just wants to justify him not tipping so that way he's not exposed as the terrible person he obviously is. Another chimed in saying it's a smarter system, giving drivers a steadier income over unpredictability of tips. It's a better system. The delivery drivers just have a regular salary instead of the uncertainty of tips. That's where you're 100% wrong in every way. Salary assumes we're employees, we're independent contractors. There is even more uncertainty now. Number one, it wasn't necessarily an uncertainty of tips. We knew what you were tipping off the bat. We can decline orders that show no tips. Number two, we don't know what kind of customers we're dealing with now. People who pull some refund method or something like that put drivers at risk. We don't want to deal with customers like that. Why would we? You're kind of terrible people. There is less certainty in this now. Not to mention, you are paid for every active hour, not every hour. So as long as orders are coming through, that's fine. But if orders aren't coming through, you're an idiot. There's also this nugget of info info. Uber Eats delivery folks are now paid $30 for every hour of activity. Activity, that's the word. Not we're waiting for an order to hit our account. We're in between deliveries. Activity. There's less money that way. As of December 4th, New York City's shaking things up for Uber Eats. Drivers are now pocketing at least $29.93 for every active hour. That's a big deal considering how tough this gig can be. Delivery drivers aren't just subjected to the elements and New York City traffic, but there have been reports of Dashers and Uber Eats drivers being attacked, mugged, and robbed while on the job. Okay, you see, that latter point has less than nothing to do with the amount we're being paid. That was just a tidbit to throw in. Not to mention, New York City now has like a congestion toll or something like that. You are literally being charged to leave your house or something like that. That's assuming you're in certain parts of New York City where congestion is already pretty bad. But imagine just being charged for existing in an area that's not your own. Like, what the hell? Alberta is all for drivers getting a wage bump, but she's got a bone to pick with the parent companies. She warned folks might skip tipping because they have to go back into the app after they receive their orders. And once you're in that pizza coma, you might just forget. Yes! That's exactly the point. I love how people just forget that so often. I remember making a video on Matt Walsh, and he was complaining about tipping the whatever fancy coffee place he had a bone to pick with, and he cried about tipping at checkout. But 9 times out of 10, most people aren't carrying cash, and most people aren't going to re-swipe their card only to tip with that. That makes less than no sense. And now you expect people to get the service, finish their meal, and then tip? That's a load of bull crap, and they know they're not gonna do it. Her take: this might not be about helping drivers, but more about keeping food prices from looking steep. She also raises another question in her video. Are Uber Eats and other food delivery applications engaging in this practice to curb tips for its drivers, since they're now getting a flat wage for their services? That is exactly the point. I love how no-tip customers love to just bitch and moan about,
it's already so expensive without tipping you. Now you expect us to tip you on top of what we already paid? That makes no sense.
you mean it's a luxury service and you're paying for a service? Oh my God, how horrible for you.
Oh my God, what a fucking nightmare.
Because if you think it's gonna come out of the CEO's pocket in order for our pay to go up, you're out of your goddamn mind. This move kind of mirrors how things work across the pond in Europe, where service workers rely less on tips and more on a decent hourly wage. You know, funny enough, tipping originated in Europe, and we brought it here and made it our own, and now the American economy is something other economies are actually mirroring. Shocker, people are taking a system that works and implementing it in their own area. There's no shortage of clips on social media posted by food delivery customers who have hotly debated whether or not they should be expected to tip on a meal they're getting delivered, especially with the upcharges delivery apps often place on dishes and service charges added to those orders. These result in a significant bump to someone's meal compared to what it would have cost if they simply brought the food at the restaurant and picked it up themselves. You mean it costs money to receive a luxury service? And a luxury service is actually something you need to actually have money to afford? And you have to pay for it? Oh my God, how horrible. There's like less than no point to any of that. It's seriously, no tip customers will find any and every reason to justify not tipping. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. Like I said, 3 to 6 months from now, people are going to complain about everything going on in NYC, about how it's basically unaffordable to be a gig worker in that area because of the tips they're not receiving and the order that is not flowing as much as it used to. And I'm glad that a customer also brought up that point, because now drivers aren't just not going to get the tips that they deserve. In fact, I remember getting a comment on one of my videos talking about this specifically, basically saying, yeah, tips are basically dead, but I'm getting paid more. No, you're getting paid more because during that period of time, you're actually keeping a consistent order flow. That time, it's December, order flows are going to be rather consistent. Come January, come February, come March, you're going to see a very strong dip because now the way people are doing things is changing and gotta take what you can get. Also, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot more mass deactivations in New York too because you're working with horrendous customers that don't deserve service anyway. This was probably one of the greatest attacks on the gig economy from not only New York City, but from the platforms themselves. And I just hope it doesn't widespread to other areas because that would be the end of the gig economy for a lot of people. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.